All aboard!
Hello and welcome to this edition of Shakehands Shed. My voice is a bit weird and we've had a long break away, haven't we? And it's just life, work, summertime, doing other shit, a visit to Ireland, like for me, mate's son's wedding, and we did a road trip of Ireland, northern and southern. Fantastic week we had. Did mainly Dublin and Belfast and a lovely village in the middle of Ireland. I met celebrity chefs and stuff like that. All sorts of shizzle going on. So yeah, I've had a pretty good summer. Voice is well shot, I'm drinking water but I'm getting squeaky pieces because I've just had the dreaded convicts and I was in bed for a week. I tried going back to work too early. Couldn't breathe. And then when I got home, I fell asleep and slept through for 20 hours. Here, by the way, I'm putting in the sidings track for my scrapyard. And I've re-altered that. You can see Ernie trying to get some of my dinner. Anyway, here we go. Have a move around and off we go. Run a few trains round and have a bit of fun. And there we are. Trains running around. Little Hornby 47 with a couple of Hornby wagons. And we have a Lima 20 with a couple of Hornby wagons. It's a nice little model, the old Lima 20. In fact, they were a beautiful model. The running on the Lima 20 is, it's just gorgeous. It's a sublime model. Well ahead of its time when it were introduced. I think it were introduced in the early double O's. No, sorry, it wouldn't have been mid-90s it we introduced. I think, if I remember right. I think Lima introduced the Class 20 in the mid-90s. Because we was severely undercover on that score in the mid-90s. I think the only real choice you had for a Class 20 was still the Hornby double O. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, we were severely undersupplied in the mid-90s. If you're a Class 20 fan. Around the same time, they also introduced the nice DMU. And here I'm just cleaning the tracks because they've never been used. They've never been used. It's the first outing and use, I suppose you could say. So giving them a cleaning after all they done before in the time lapse. And yeah, I'm only going so far round, so I need to have a bit of a play with it, in and out of the sidings. And here I am coming down the poor man's Father Christmas. Ho ho ho. I look like I'm going to be going delivering presents. And there we are, we're having a reverse into the sidings. Or is it, did I forget to do the points? Let's have a look. And yeah, I didn't do the points. I've got wagons all over the place. Actually, to be fair, I had a brake van all over the place. There wasn't any weights in it, and it's an old Army one that I'm going to be rebuilding. I'm going to use the chassis and put a Dapple brake van kit on top, because the actual Army or Triang brake van is broken. I think we'll replace it with a Dapple one, because the chassis is good. So Dapple brake van over the top. Should be winner chicken dinner. And the Class 47's just helping itself, plodding along. And in comes Ernie to have a look, supervising proceedings. I said, hey, what's going on? Ernie the supervisor. He's a good buddy cat. I think he's thinking about jumping up onto the way out there. He didn't bother, he just stopped where he was, watching trains. He's a good lad. I thought they'd have pushed something off the edge, but as his cat behaviour. But they haven't done, they've left stuff alone. So happy days, good lads. I just snipped me grippers out just in front of his nose. So when it's dessert, he does now. He's going down dessert, he does. He's a character. Oh, he's a one. There we go. class 47 going round again. Yeah, it's just me delaying posting of videos just been the summer. I think we'll get on with it again now we're in winter. I might do another video tomorrow, because I'm thinking of building the base for the town over the top of it tomorrow. He's working out how to connect all the landed elements. There we go. Off we go again. And I've altered the points. Keep the circuit good. There we go, it's coming round. Because if I close them points off for it to go in the siding, it won't go around the loop fully. So that tells me somewhere between that point and a space halfway up the board on the back, it tells me I've no track connection or a poor track connection. That'll alter once we start putting dropper wires in. Put dropper wires in the back and give me more continuity. Happy days. Have another gulp in me water. And spot the Shedmouth Junction cup that Martin sent me. Martin and Evie. It's been put to work on the layout for holding track pins and any fiddly bits I'm working with. Ironically, I tipped them on the layout anyway, but they'll be going back in the mug. Me track pins and me fish plates. And we're all over the place, Bobby. Just derailed one at Wagons. We're all over the place down here, Bobby. Throw your signals back to danger. Don't let anything in section. That actually happened to me one day in Signal Box. We got a driver phone up to us panicking. He says, "We're all over the shop down here, Bobby." So we threw everything back to danger. All the signals, and it turns out he hadn't gone everywhere. They just derailed and they were on the floor. They weren't obstructing anywhere else. So we went from there afterwards. Once we knew how it was running, once we knew the situation, we could get back to more normal running. We still did stuff with caution, but... And there we go, nice class 60 going through. A little Lima. I'll have to do some hooks on that for running my stuff, because it's going to be one of my era locals. There we go. going round. It's quite a nice little runner, that Class 60. Quite a nice little train, bad terms, quite a nice locomotive. There you are, going through again. We're on a bit of a quiet time. Oh, now the 60's going through again. There's not much activity coming through the other way. So I imagine there should be in a wee while. Oh yeah, it has. It's been a weird sort of summer. I've done stuff I don't normally do. It's been enjoyable. It's been a cracking summer. Seeing my best buddy's son wed to a beautiful girl. That was a cracking event. So really, in effect, I've made more of what I view as family. So yeah, it's been one of life's events. Stuff is changing at work as well. Not necessarily better than better, but yeah, that's another thing. There we are, we've had another cut off because we've got a tanker train running now. I'm gradually building up my tanker fleet. I've got some more tanks in another box somewhere, so it's probably long enough now. I'll have to paint them all black and get which liveries were they. I'm trying to remember which liveries were the more normal ones, but I'll get a set of the decals for them from Fox Decals. Because I can't really print them on my computer, because if I print them on white decal paper, I'll get a white edge on the decals. And if I print them on clear decal paper, you won't see them because they'll be going on to black. So it's a catch-22. There's some of the decals I'll have to buy. There we are. Even lower down, had a view of my Shedmouth Junction Cup again, with Martin and Evie on there. Martin's doing videos again, but we don't see Evie much nowadays. She's getting older, bless her, and it'll be all schools, exams, difficult part of kids' lives, really. Certainly a busy one. But yeah, I only just remember them days for myself. Even though I didn't do exams, I just went straight out to work on British Railways. There we go, through again. Coming round. And here we've got a little steamer now. A little steamer with one carriage. tank train going under again. Thing is, I'm trying to as well build it so it's interesting for filming areas. Yeah, have nice filming areas and look nice and scenic. There's going to be a recess there at the side of the tunnels, and I'll probably have a British Railways van in there. The ubiquitous what were they? Morris or Austin, the Thruckney bit cab ones. People will know what ones I mean. The ones with the suicide doors on the front of the cab. They were an unusual old cab on them. Here we go. Through with the tank train again. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed watching. And tatty pie, people. Tatty pie.